Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you the new Brulee Beauty Full Coverage Concealer. This is a UAE-based brand meant specifically for people with golden undertones. The packaging is quite simple, which I really like, and my shade is the number 2. I decided that my shade is the number 2 purely online and based on their website, which has a shade matching. So if you put in your shade from various concealers of different brands, they will tell you what the corresponding shade is in Brulee Beauty. So my shade was the Tarte Shape Tape in Warm Sand, so the corresponding shade was this shade number 2. They do recommend having eye cream before using the concealer, so I'm using this Ulrich Henriksen Vitamin C eye cream under my eyes, and I'm just going to be dabbing it in, especially in the under eye area where I have some fine lines. While I'm waiting for that to settle in, I'm also going out today, so I'm going to be purchasing my sunscreen. This is the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen, which I also recently got. As you can see, it's a very transparent sunscreen. It feels really nice on the skin and acts as a makeup primer as well. This concealer is coming with a doe foot applicator, which is really handy. And I'm going to be placing it directly in the areas where I have some darkness today. And because I'm just going out for a couple of chores, I'm also be using this as a sort of quasi foundation just to cover up other spots on my face. The brand asked to blend with the middle or ring finger, so I'm just using my ring finger to dab the product in. I can see that it's pretty good coverage. It's okay. Oh, that blended out really nicely. And here as well, dab, dab, dab. And it's very lightweight. I don't feel this on my skin at all, really. If you look closely, it is a little bit deeper than my own skin. It's a little bit orangey. But again, if I have prominent dark circles on the day, I think that would be really good to cover up the discoloration. What I really like is that it's very creamy and it's actually quite blurring on my fine lines, that you really can't see it, especially from a distance. And now on the other side, I'm going to be using my regular concealer brush to see how this works if you're using a brush. Okay, even with the brush, the product distributes quite evenly and quite nicely. Okay, I definitely like this more than my Tarte Shape Tape one that I'm using. Oh, actually, I'm using the Tarte Creaseless concealer now, which is also good, but this one just feels a lot lighter and also I think has better coverage and really has a nice blurring effect on the under eye. It's definitely better blended when using the fingers rather than a brush. I think what it really needs is the slight heat from your finger to help it dissipate into the skin better. This does look like the perfect shade for me, so I'm not going to be using the other 2 shades that I got, one lighter, one darker, but I will just show you what these look like. This is the lighter shade, which I can use to cover up any bags that I may have. As you can see, this is quite lighter than my skin, which I wouldn't normally use. And this is the darker shade, which is probably good for someone who's just one level darker or deeper than my shade right now. Because I'm heading out, I'm just setting this with some under eye powder. This under eye powder is actually from Shein. I'll be doing another video of products I got from Shein. Okay, you can see it plays well with powder as well, which is encouraging. I'm gonna head out now, see how it wears for a while, and come back. So this is after a few hours. I've been outside, I've come back home. Okay, so overall, I'm pleased with how the concealer looks. There's no caking, there's no, leach out. But as you can see, it's starting to fade a little bit and has gone a bit gray. However, this is after a few hours in the sun, and overall, it's not too bad. It still looks quite fresh. It's still covering the major part of the discoloration, or just your dark circles. So I think it's overall a good concealer, and it still feels really light and it's not transferring. So overall, my thoughts on this Brulee Beauty Concealer, I think it's really good. It does come at a little bit of a steep price point because it's at 135 dirhams, which is not bad compared when Too Faced and everything else. However, as you can know, the Too Faced and other brands like Laura Mercier and everything are a much bigger brand, and therefore there's a premium associated with that, which is not there for Brulee Beauty. But equally, Brulee Beauty is doing something that other brands are not doing and catering for those golden undertones, which is really important. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. I did not like, though, that they were charging for shipping, even in the UAE. So not too happy about that. However, overall, I think it's a great product, and especially if you have a skin tone that's very unique and quite different and you're unable to find a shade within all the different concealers available on the market, then this is a really good one that you can try, and it might just work for you as being specifically formulated for golden undertones. Thanks for watching. Bye.